Good morning, guys. Early in the morning, Sunday morning, everybody's quiet. I ain't even have a coffee yet. But I want to answer a couple of questions from a comment on my last video on this fella. So, hit like, share, subscribe, share. Thank you for my sponsor. Let's get to it. So, welcome back, guys. After you hit like and hit share, subscribe. So listen, this is a comment by a subscriber telling me, hey, I'm not going to mention his name, but he said, hey, you probably should change the ECU, AEM ECU, replace it, or update the injectors were not firing, the car would not shut down. Okay, so the car doesn't shut down on me, so you know. I can drive the car for 5 hours. I can go from here to Jacksonville all the way in that car. Car will not shut down on me. Car turns out in the morning when it's cold, it leaves, and I can go to work. The problem is, after 20 minutes running, I park the car, turn the key off, come back, turn the car will not turn on. Then I have to spray it, and the car will finally turn on, boom, right away. I always saw there was fuel. You got that car behind me over here, if you can see the one, that one right there. Also have an AEM, older AEM computer. And he had this setup, and I'm doing harnesses. If you guys remember when I did the harness on that car, and I'm seeing the setup that car has, and I'm like, got a power straight to the main fuse box, and from there it goes to the alternator, go to the starter. I'm like, wow, what the fuck is going on? I haven't seen this since back in the day in early 2000. So one thing led to another. I started doing my research why that's happening on that car. Then I went to another subscriber of mine, and I was trying to buy his CRX for a while now. And he comes up to me, and finally, you know, we were talking back and forth, talking, and he came up to me on, I went from work, Shelton. What's up, Shelton? I went from work, and I passed by Shelton's brother's house, and I see him out there with his brother. Finally, get to meet the guy, talk to the guy in person. And then he got an S2000 sitting there, you know? And he started talking to me we started talking about the cars and this, and the Pro Charger he's out on it, by the way, that's a beautiful car. And one thing that Shelton stuck into my mind is that we were talking about the S2. I said, yeah, the only problem I have with that car is that I turn it off. When I turn it off, I says, yeah, no, I heard in line that you can't, you have to run a wire from the battery somewhere to the car, and that problem is gone. That only happened with AEM. Boom. Only happened with AEM? What? Hold on. I have a Civic at home with that same setup. I did my search, and sure enough, some of the guys, like me, that own S2000, always thinking that it's a fuel issue. Why we think it's a fuel issue? Because you hear the fuel pump kick in, you hit it, and nothing. Turned to be wrong. I'll show you why. What is happening on the S2000 cars is not about the ECU. It is that we're not getting enough power to the starter to turn it over. What that means, I had 3 videos of 3 different cars, same place, same thing that my car is doing. Same thing. Car drives, turn it off, power not turn on, poo-poo, nothing. Hear the fuel pump kick in, same issues. What they do? They run a 4-gauge wire from the starter all the way to the battery, and it works. Car turns on after they drive it for half an hour to an hour. They turn it off, turn it back on right away. I'm doing the same thing. And the only difference that I'm doing, same throwing a straight wire like they do, and throwing the wire, putting a fuse between it. I'm putting a fuse between it because in case something happened, I don't want the wire to burn and kill my car, so the fuse will pop out. And the fuse that I'm running, it is a 80 pound fuse, 300. Well, yeah, 300 amp, so it's pretty strong. It's not gonna burn. On top of that, I'm gonna cover some of my wires with this, so it looks good. But that's where the video is gonna start out. Now that I told you what I'm doing, I'm gonna take some of this nice covers that I bought off, so I can run the starter. This is one on the side where the battery is. I can run it off. So what I'm gonna do on the starter itself, so let's back up just real quick in case you're an S2000 and you're going through the same problem. So what I'm gonna do is basically I'm gonna take the starter power off, and then I'm running the brand new cable from there to the battery and attach it to the battery with this relay between them. With that said, you know, I thought, man, I should leave the power, you know, just attach it on top of it. That should be enough, you know, to give more power. Yeah, I thought about that. But then I thought, you know, what about if you put too much power now into the harness? That harness get caught on fire too. So what I'm doing, I'm taking it apart, grabbing some, not tape, but I'm grabbing some wires. You know, you put your wires, the shrink wrap. There you go. And I'm wrapping the end of it, so you cannot do no connection, no and burn something out. At the same time, I'm running this setup on the car, and then after I'm set up, I'm gonna go for a test drive. And I want to warm up the car. I know how long it takes. Take me about, man, as soon as the car gets warm, 10-20 minutes, boom, it's happening. So listen, I'm gonna try it out. If it worked for me, oh my God, it would be a 4 or 5 years headache gone away, literally gone away. So if that happened, I'm so happy about it. The car is gonna be driven more and more to the hangar, because that's my, between the CRX, the Istro, and that one, I drive that car more than any of these cars, because this one don't have AC, this one don't have windshield wipers on because it's a show car. That one does everything that I need. I don't know how it drives. Well, and the Istro I haven't registered yet. If not, I'll be driving it soon. With that said, I got a lot of things to do today. I also have to finish the harness on that car over there. But I want to start today with that headache. Maybe go away. So, and I'm going to show you what I'm using to clamp and all that stuff. But first, I'm going to have my coffee. Be right back. So basically, guys, this is the fuse. You know very well that I got all this already customized. I was thinking to maybe put it right here. Double thick tape. At the same time, I want something that I can be accessible for. And you know what? Putting it there, that's a lot better, even though it's gonna get hot by the motor. It's cover. I got wire going that way, wire coming over here. So now I'm gonna cut a small wire from there to here. Boom. Then I'm gonna cut the long wire from there all the way to the bottom to make the adapters for it. So I'm using one of these. Bought it on Amazon. And basically, for you here. I don't know. Trying to get a better view. You guys can see it better. There we go. I bought one of these on Amazon. Basically, supposed to put them in here. First time for everything. See? Okay, so how it's supposed to work is you put this in here, make sure it goes in to your 4 gauge, and you're gonna put it in here. I don't know if you can see it. I'm gonna try to do it best I can. You hold the cable in place. Okay, ready? All right, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wrap this up real quick. That was good. Perfect. So let me get the lighter so I can do this real quick. Light this up. That looks a lot better. Now, weather or anything, it's not gonna go through here. Not going to give me affection on it, and we're going to be good. I'm going to cut the other end. As so. I'm going to show you how I'm going to put them on the other side. Alright guys, so I already put it in. That's what it looks like, pretty nice and clean. And I put the rotis tape on the back, like I told you. Ow. So now we're gonna put it right there. So basically, this is what I wanted it. As you're gonna see, I want to put it in here between these two. I want to stick it in here, so I want to have power like that. Boom. So this is my regular cable for the power for my amps. The brand new one. So I ran a 4 gauge. So I should have ran a bigger gauge, but when I do the music, I fix that out. Right now, let me go get a number 10. So I can put that right there, and then I got power here. Then I can run the cable from this end, come around. I want to wrap it. I'm trying to wrap it around my EC harness right here, all the way around, and come down where the starter is. So you see, guys, that's the way I'm going to run it. And I want to measure the starter right now, how much wire I need. And I'm going to need to go through the zone to see which is the connector that I need for the other one. Yeah. Okay, so I'm done wiring everything. Hopefully it worked it. Take a look what they did to my arm. I'm trying to get in there. So Comes from here to there. Fuse box goes right here to the harness, goes around the back, straight to the starter. And moment of truth, right? Let's go. All right. Shoot pump kick in. Wow. I can tell you this right now. The starter, faster starting. Ooh, out of gear. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let it run. Right now it's cold. I'm gonna let it run for about 10-20 minutes. Get the steering wheel, wash my hands, go for a test drive, drive it around for maybe 20 minutes to get really hot, and then park it and restart it again. Let's see. So you guys know, if this works, I put all my sensors from Honda brand new. I even jumped to a bigger battery, as you guys can see, because everybody was telling me around me to deal with this car. Oh, you need a bigger battery for the EM. Got a bigger battery. Oh, you need all the new sensors. I put all the new sensors from Honda. It cost me a bunch of money. And it's still doing the same shit. Another tuner tells me, oh, you have to upgrade the fuel rail. Boom. So, with that said, I've done everything that they told me to do, and the car should doing the same damn thing. Now, if this does work, I can move on to putting OEM belt. Not belt. I'm going to replace the belt, and I'm going to replace the tensioner, because I've got an O'Reilly tensioner. Do not buy an O'Reilly tensioner because it makes noise like a bitch. I'm going to do an oil change on it, and now's the time that if this works, I'm going to start upgrading it. Like, literally bigger radiator, hoses. My sponsor already got that coming for me. Then I'm going to move on to music. I'm going to grab that lip, take it to my body guy so he can paint it. I put another set of tires in the rear so it looks good. And they start taking it to car shows, you know. Car's not that bad. Look, you know, yeah, I need seats. You got a hole in it. Look at that. Look at that, baby. This one is no longer fixable. So I need a seat or two. So besides that, car looks good. Perfect. Almost there. All right. Let me bring this down and go for a ride. Let me make sure there are no tools in here. All right, I'll be right back. So before I go anywhere, I have my starter fluid, and we're gonna go for a ride. Let's see what happens. I'll tell you when I come back. Alright, for the record, I don't believe this is not gonna work, but let's try it, right? Here goes nothing. No way! Ah! Yes! Fucking yes! It wasn't fuel. It was because a fucking wire yo, man. Get the fuck out of here, bro. I gotta try this one more time. Still doing it. 4-gauge wire. That's what we need to do, guys, for AEM. If it doesn't give you that problem, boom. I'll be tuned the car. Car is fine. It was a damn wire. Bye-bye. What? Finally. Finally. All right, let me get everything back together. I'm excited. Let me put everything back together. And done with the video in a minute. All right, guys, look, I'm so excited that this is not the only time that I'm starting this car. I did everything, put everything back together the same it was. I'll be driving it, putting it back together. The car's still on. At this point, the car will not, with the same issue that I had, the car will not turn on. Fuel pump just kicked in. Car's warmed up. Ah! Yo, fucking A. If I tell you guys the stress of this car, because I love this car to death, it's one of my dream cars. If I tell you how many times I haven't taken this car to show, I haven't taken the car to anywhere, it's because of that fucking problem. Because I was ashamed of me fucking getting out with a spray can and spraying it. Now, Poppy, now it's taken care of. Fucking A, bro. I love my day. Today's a good day for me. A fucking good day. Yes. Now I'm in the high low. After I download the video, I'm gonna clean this up. Boom. Because I gotta get ready to fix that sucker over there and get out of here. Guys, thank you for watching. I want to give thanks to a couple of people, especially to Shelton, my boy Shelton. Thank you for the comment that you did that day. So you guys know, Shelton told me that, like I told you in the beginning of the video. He's like, yo, Freddy, yeah, I'm running somewhere. And I'm like, man, and I figured it out. Thank you, bro. Because of you, my car works. I owe you one, bro. Not a big one, but I owe you one. And thank you for my sponsor, for my wife and my family. But this shit is done. Thank you for you guys, for all the comments that you had done. So if you have a comment, what I just fixed, hit it up. Not injectors, not the ECU, not the spark. The harness from the starter, after it gets warms up, I don't know if it loses power or it gets too warm up, will not put enough power to put the starter, the push start on the car to go through. So now I got high power. So with that said, guys, bless you. Peace out. See you later. Gajin is out. Ha! Ah!